Okay. So, Bri, we're going to get into our next topic of what it takes to become a black billionaire based off of us watching different black billionaires become billionaires.
Yeah.
Right? So, let's dive into it.
So, what I can say, I know Jay-Z's a black billionaire.
Right.
I know one guy, he got a media company. I think he's a black billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
That's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know many.
Yeah.
I don't know many.
Well, like you said, Jay-Z, guy that owns the media company, as well as Tyler Perry.
Oh, Tyler Perry billionaire?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Oprah Winfrey.
Shout out to Oprah.
As well as Michael Jordan.
Shout out to
Michael Jordan's a billionaire. LeBron James. As well as a guy that's not in entertainment. His name is Robert Smith. And he actually is in private equity.
Private equity.
Yeah, he's in private equity. And he's a multi-billionaire. Matter of fact, he actually helped pay a lot of the Morehouse College students student loans some years ago. One of the graduating class, he paid all their student loans, right? Yeah. So yeah, he's one that's not necessarily entertainment.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking too. When I think about black, all those people that you just named.
Yeah.
Brian, Oprah.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I want to say Kanye became back one
because
he had.
Him in there.
Yeah.
Let's throw him in there. We'll throw him in there too.
Yeah.
When I think about black billionaires, unfortunately, what I've seen, everybody came through in the form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Which is
and Beyonce, by the way, just became.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce just became a billionaire. Absolutely, and that's entertainment too.
You feel me? So when I see it, no shot at it.
Right.
I love whatever it takes to get to where you going or trying to go. Do your thing.
Right.
But what I see is a lot of black billionaires, we come through the entertainment route, some shape, form, or fashion. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're not saying negative or positive. It's just that's what I see a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'ma say it. I'ma say it, G.
Okay.
If the white folks don't love you, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna put you there.
Okay.
That's just, you know what I mean?
Okay.
On that entertainment side. But you did mention this other black billionaire in private equity.
Right.
And when I think about a lot of there's so many white people that's billionaires that I did not even, I'm like, that's a billionaire. That's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And you don't even know these folks' names.
Yeah.
All of our billionaires, we know their names.
Yeah.
We know their life.
Right.
We know their kids is. We know so much about them. Yeah. But the Caucasian billionaires, we don't know nothing about these guys.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right.
Why you think that is? Yeah. Why you?
I would say because a lot of us blacks don't per se get into the industries that are not deemed as popular. I mean, because for one, you have a lot of billionaires that have created hedge funds that are white, right? Or they're in private equity, right? Or they become billionaires off of being in the stock market, things of that nature, right? We don't have many blacks that do that. As well as, I mean, we have more black representation in entrepreneurship now than we did some years ago. But I think we still got some ways to go. We still need more black entrepreneurs that actually can create, right? When it comes to different products and services. Yeah. And not just create them, having real great products and services, right? Really and being innovative, being outside the box, right? Not necessarily doing what everybody else is doing or doing what we deem as popular within the culture, right? Being more outside the box. That's what I would say, when I really look at it.
I do feel sometimes with black culture, we have better, our intentions are better, but the opportunity, you know what I mean? The opportunity to a certain group of the masses don't always be there for us unless we are in the entertainment space where people already know who we are and how we do business. You know what I mean? I don't feel that it's always a fair shake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, granted, we from Atlanta.
Right.
plenty of black millionaires.
Millionaires,
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is a, you know,
Yeah.
and for us, what I do love being from this city, we got to see black people really doing their thing.
Right. I
Growing
agree.
up, you know, I was speaking with someone, and they mentioned they was in another state.
Yeah.
It don't matter, Kentucky.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, it's not a lot of black businesses up here. And for me, growing up in Atlanta, it ain't nothing for me to. A lot of times, I only mess with black businesses.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
I don't really want to mess with nothing else.
For sure.
But black businesses.
Yeah.
You know. But now, so that's that for me. But I'm
Yeah.
like, why? It baffled me
Yeah.
because I know how we do here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Black people do everything in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can live your whole life and only mess with black business if you choose to. I mean, outside of grocery stores maybe. But even with that, you got black-owned, local grocery stores, farmer markets, and
Right,
things
right,
like
right.
that, which is amazing.
Amazing.
You know
Yep,
what I mean?
I agree, 100%.
You got black doctors you go to.
Yeah.
You got black dentists.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's doing their thing.
Yeah.
Black business coaches. You know,
Right.
you got every aspect of business or just in your life general that you want to do. To me, in Atlanta, you got that here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
don't have to go to someone if you don't choose to. You got a choice.
Right.
And a lot of states, they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because probably they don't get, not saying they don't get the support from their people in their state, but it might just not be enough support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To take your business where you're trying to take it.
Right.
You might be doing great. You know, like good in the sense of helping everybody you can.
Yeah.
But sometimes to take your business to where you're trying to take it to, you know, it's not enough support for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And something I seen recently, black farmers. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of black farmers. And to me, I think the black farmers fall under the same category as the black entrepreneurs.
Right.
You know? And,
Yeah.
and what I did not know, what I you know recently found out was a lot of those black farmers, when it come to, you know, when it come to help from the government, they don't get. They do not get.
No assistance. Huh?
But a lot of the Caucasian farmers, if they don't get the government assistance, they like, well, why, you know, why? What y'all mean I can't get my assistance from the government with my farm?
Yeah.
And a lot of the black farmers don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I seen that. I have to go in deeper on that another day.
Right.
But just on that small scale,
Yeah.
on that, because that's big. You know what I mean? You know, farming, because that's what feeds us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, just
Yeah. I mean, I can't say, you know, at times, you know, Caucasians having a little bit more privilege as well can be why a lot more of them get to that billionaire status as well. The wealth gap as well, right? A lot of that has to do with, of course, you know, blacks being enslaved for hundreds of years and stuff like that with free labor and things of that nature, making Caucasians extremely rich and wealthy over time. So I can say those factors as well. At times a little bit of discrimination, maybe when it comes to, like you say, assistance from government in that sense. You know, not saying we just relying on the government, but in that sense. As well to access to capital from banks and things of that nature. Sometimes black entrepreneurs and business owners
we don't get
the same type of opportunities. So I can definitely throw that in there as well outside of the other stuff that I spoke on. I would say that too. So I would say as well, Bri, is a lot of times black entrepreneurs, business owners just don't have the access to capital when it comes to getting funded from banks and things of that nature as other groups.
Yeah.
Right? So that as well, those as well could be some of the factors that play into as well why it's not more black billionaires.
Yeah. Now, speaking of that, access to capital. Maybe a little off topic, but it did strike me what you saying that. I've seen I've dived deep and I've dived hard with business and access to capital on that front through SBA, through with your business, and I see so many things online or so many people that when it comes to business they say, yeah, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna get a business loan. It's like, you really think you're gonna start a business Monday?
Nah.
You folks gonna give you $100,000 on Tuesday?
Nah.
That's one of the biggest misconceptions that I think people have when it comes to business.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
And I don't think it's fair that people put it out there like that's how it's gonna be.
Right, nah.
You know what I mean? Now, myself personally, I took maybe 2 years studying business capital, and not saying I don't even tell people that I can help them do it. I needed to figure it out for myself how this worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spending the money with Duns and Bradstreet to figure, okay, this is how business credit works.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Understanding that the world really work off of business credit.
Exactly.
Walmart is the biggest holder of business credit. Walmart not going out here buying all these products that fill their stores.
Right.
They know that they sell 100 things of Charmin tissue every week. So when I put that order in, I'm putting in 100 orders of Charmin. I'm gonna pay y'all in 60 days.
Right.
Net 30.
Right.
Net 60.
Exactly.
Net 90.
Yep.
That's better than what you think you're trying to get in $100,000 in or $1 million in a loan.
Right.
You don't. To me,
Yeah.
I don't even want the loan.
Right.
Give me the net 90.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me the net 120.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
And you don't even really know that until you start, doing your research on that.
Right.
So to me, seeing a lot of the how I roll with business capital,
Yeah.
I would much rather, take, that route. And
Those nets.
yeah, those nets. Give me a net.
Yeah.
Give me a net.
Yeah.
I got you.
Absolutely.
I'll pay you back in 90 days.
Yeah.
I'll pay you back in 3 months.
Yeah.
Promise I have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what's when it comes to that. And I
Okay.
think that part is, understanding that is what also helps you to become successful, depending on what you're trying to do, it helps you become to that billionaire status.
Yeah.
Just understanding that little bitty fact right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can have a great business, but your business can grow way better with a net 90, net 60. You know what I mean? And even on a small scale, what people probably don't even know, a lot of just in the trucking industry, they use net 10s. Them boys get paid probably weekly or
Right.
when they load.
Yeah.
You need a net 10 to float you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
On that gas route. So those type topics that I feel are not spoke about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to business.
Yeah.
Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of the 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form for you to fill out. You said www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod-form. Again, www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod-form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if there'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise on the 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.